Hi guys, right, you probably know I've got the Yak-3. It's time to bump things up a bit. Let's actually research the Yak-15 at tier 8. Let's get that in. Then working our way through. Okay, cool. Then from the Yak-15 we come to the Yak-19. I think we should research that as well, which is nice. And then we need, well, we can need a little bit more experience to be able to get the next one. So we've got, that's not a bad one to go for. Now let's have a look back to see if we get any additional. So by doing it that way, we've been essentially gifted these additional items all the way through. So that's the Yak-15, the Yak-19. We've got the second gun, useful. So we just need to build up to this, the one above. So let's have a look at the survivability, that sort of thing. Well, we're going to need the money as well, so I'll have to sort that out. But let's have a look. Maneuverability, 8.6, that's looking pretty good. How does that change? Airspeed addition, okay. How does that change things? Survivability, airspeed increases, so that's the majority of the situation. The engine, nice, plus 23 and plus 45 airspeed. So that makes a big difference. You maintain the great roll rate and rate of maneuverability in a blinking dogfight. So that's pretty useful. So what I'm going to do, rather than, I'm going to move up to try and get as close to tier 10 to show you what the end of the line is like. So we'll get the work our way through, sort this out, get into the Yak-19, start kitting it out, ready to work our way up. Because to get to it, we're going to need these additional engines and things like that. So let's use some of this free experience, and let's have a look at the what we're going to need, or how this is going to bump things up. So the gun armament goes up by 242 by, well, let's have a look. What do we get? Wow. So 3 23s to 3 different 23s. It goes up by 20 DPS. So that's quite a nice bump. So I'm just going to organise some cash and purchase this, ready to lead up to the Yak-30, and then we can see just what this is like and then compare it to other planes of the same tier. Okay, I've just got some money, so let's purchase that. Combat wing, full command, and hangar, yeah, let's sort that out. Oh, I need a slot. There we go. Okay, so I'll use my 18 tokens. Okay, we'll work with that. Let's have a look at this bad boy in the hangar. New tier 9. That's so small in comparison. I like it. Very, very nice. So let's have a look at the upgrades at the moment. So we're going to need the... So looking at this, checking out the maneuverability. So as you see, survivability goes up when we upgrade this. Weight increases. Airspeed increases a bit. So 240,000, yeah, that's a nice change. Then we have a look at the gun armament, plus 173. That is a nice boost. So we'll go with that as well. This engine, plus 23 airspeed and a bit more weight, and in a way that's quite good. So we'll get that sorted. So this is actually looking really nice. So let's start getting some equipment on. Basic equipment, fire extinguisher is standard, first aid and control surface, the usual 11,000. So that's that set up. So upgrades, what have we got? Well, without having, so now I'm just going to reorganize the tech tree. So let's just have a look at the tier 9s. I've only got 2 at the moment. There we go. So we'll see how this compares to the Swift, and then see where we are in comparison to these and what we should put in because the Swift is a middle range plane, so we're going to need something with a bit more oomph at the other end to go against it. So let's have a look. Generally, something German or American would be pretty good. Oops, or American. So let's have a look down, and I would say the XF-90 will be a good counterpoint. So let's grab that, and we'll get ready to do a quick comparison. So, oops, that's tier 10. That's the one I want. So we'll put that in, and we'll do a straight comparison between these boys as starts to see the general characteristics at the beginning. So what we're looking at: 400 survivability, only 3,300 kilos. So you're looking half the weight of the Brit and almost a quarter of the weight of the American. Whoa! But the hit points are for the weight difference is very good at 400. So it's less weight but more hit points. It should probably be a tough plane then. So the Brit 462, the American 650. They're always very, very tough. So points wise, 518 points, 323 mils. The Americans got 420 mils for 553 points. Top is the Brit with 601 points and 4 20mm cannons. Both of these got 20mm cannons, but the Brit is just that little bit better. Then we come to the airspeed. So what do we get with this? So I've got the attacker, and so I was after something a little bit better in a dogfight to aid the situation. So airspeed, and that's the ideal one for this first. So airspeed, we're looking with the American 713, the Brit 577, and the Yak-19 427. Top speed is an issue. Okay, then we come down to dogfighting. Stall speed 160 for the Yak, 214 for the attack, 240 for the attacker, and 200 for the F2H, which is surprisingly good for something this heavy. That's very, very good indeed. Then we come to the rate of climb. The Brit is the best at 74.3. Up ahead of that, 61.4 with the American, the F2H, and last, the Yak-19 with 57.9. So we're getting an idea of how it fits together. Then we come to the dive speed. The Yak is 920, with the Brit being 940, so just a little bit better, but ahead by a considerable margin is the American with 1100. So it's got better climb, better dive, and a better top speed. So you know that right now that's the best of the bunch for that sort of ability. Now let's have a look at the maneuverability. This is a straight on run and gun fighter. The attacker is somewhere in between, and the Yak-19 is a pure dogfighter. So you're looking 8.6 seconds to turn through 360 degrees. The attacker, which I've already got, is 10.3. Very neat plane, and at this level is pretty good. With the American being 14.4. In a dogfight, it's rubbish. Well, if it sits in dogfight, it's probably going to lose most of the time. We then come to the rate of roll. The American 90, the Brit is 110 degrees a second, and the Yak-19 is 140. So you can see way out ahead in all characteristics is the Yak-19. Controllability, which shows the accuracy of the guns. The Yak-19 and the attacker, the Brit tier 9, both 86. A bit behind, 79, is the F2H. And the guns themselves, 553. So a little bit behind the Brit, but not that far ahead. So I'd say the armament is pretty comparable because the Yak is more accurate. The American, not so much. But it's 20mm cannons compared to 23mm cannons. So we'll have to see how that really pans out. Then we come to the altitude that they operate at. 1400 meters is the Yak, so low down work. The attacker 2000 meters, so it's sort of the mid-range, and 2500, basically an interceptor, is the F2H, and that's where we are right now. So let's have a look at the plane. Get ready to rock and roll. So what this needs, its maneuverability isn't its thing. What it really needs is more top speed. So it has to have engine covering, to allow it, the polished covering, to allow it to get that little bit extra speed, because this really, really needs it. The gun, possibly, I would say. And, well, the rest is maybe a bit of engine tuning to help it maintain speed and be able to chase the others up to higher levels. So I think this is a good place to give it a go. So from here, I know it's not fully equipped, but this will give you a really good overview of what it's like. So without further ado, let's get in and see what the Yak-19 is like. Okay, let's see where we are. So,
attention, you are entering the zone controlled by the enemy.
Okay, thank you. So spawn point over here, garrison to the left, and forward airstrip and military base there. So let's see which side we're on, because whichever, well, that means I would say we need to turn to the left, because it's a little bit, well, it's the closest. So anything that we can get to quickly and then start fighting for is a good thing for this plane, I would suspect. So I'm just really, really excited. So we'll see what this is like without full equipment, with that little bit extra top speed.
You are approaching the front line. Off we go.
Let's get in and see what we can do. So let's boost in. 6-second boost, which is quite nice. F94D, nice to assist. So we'll get in, try and assist that Badger, and we'll get in after this ME. Okay, chasing him isn't an option. Getting used to the lead time of this. Cool, assist of the team. That's gone. We've mostly sorted this area. There's one down there. Let's push in. Let's get low. Let's get ready to rumble. 2 BF-109s. Let's boost up, come in behind him. Oh. Circle round behind these two. Whoa. Gun overheats a bit. But then you are putting out a lot of lead, and very, very big lead at that. Really, really nice. This is, if you've got this on your team and it's coming in, whatever it's dogfighting is going to have a really bad day.
Alert pilots, large enemy force spotted over the airfield.
Okay, let's see what we can do. Let's try and get up to this level as soon as we can. Save a bit of boost. Got that 109. Looks like he's getting ready to dive. Whoa, this just rips them to pieces. It definitely does. Wow. Amazing. Let's fix that. Let's get him in the sights. Oh yeah. Let's get back to sorting this out. We've got people up above. Let's go for a bit of ground attack. Take out the guns. Nice. Let's go for the rear one. That's gone. Zooming up. This is so manoeuvrable. Cool. Next. Oh, someone's trying to get me. And he knows I'm Russian, so he's not going to bother ramming me. Yeah, like you think you're going to win in a dogfight against me. Let's take this out. Oh, someone coming in. Okay, alright.
The enemy has gathered forces to attack the command center. Be cautious.
Oh, 2-on-1. In a one-on-one dogfight, if I'd had a bit of assistance, then... well, in a dogfight one-on-one, no one can take you. It depends what the rest of the team are doing. 3,000 points, very nice for a first sortie. You can't say fairer than that. It's a really, really nice plane.
Enemy bombers inbound. Don't let them reach their target.
Okay, let's get over here, help the team, and maybe do a bit of intercept. See what this is like. Okay, I would normally go in and assist with the rocket area, but it looks like they've got that in hand. I'm going to try a bit of interception first, and if we haven't taken that area, then I'm going to assist. But the problem is the speed to target. We're only doing 470 kmh. I know it's this sort of a plane, but we'll have to see what we can do. You need to spend time getting to target. But I need to help the team actually take these guys down. So let's see what we can do. Let's spin on him. Very nice. Take out the edge ones first. Guns overheated. Okay, let's zoom in a bit, get a bit closer. Wait for it to come to normal. There we go, nearly got him. Cool, next.
Hang in there. You'll soon be cut off from support. I say again, support will not be available. A rocket has reached the target. Enemy objects damaged.
Cool,
The
he's
threat to
gone.
the complex eliminated. Way
Neat.
to go.
Good interceptor. The guns do overheat a bit, but they are very, very good guns. Let's go in and help with this. 3 on one of my mates. Let's try and boost in to help the team. Get in as quick as we can. BF 109, so we'll focus on that one
There's a
first.
heavy storm here. Unable to proceed. Returning to base. Do you copy?
Cool, next victim. Next. Oh yeah, we will have him. Cool, next. Anyone around? Fine, let's get back and destroy this. It's gone, cool. Okay, this is one heck of a death machine. Can those guys deal with it? That I'll presume they can. By the time I get there, it'll be all over, so I'm going to focus on the centre. We've helped to turn the game around, and this isn't fully upgraded. 50% superiority. Let's get in and take out that centre. Oh, come on, guys, take down those planes. How many of you did it take? I took down that whole unit almost completely on my own. Okay, it's boosted against the BF.
A large enemy force is attacking the military base. Proceed with caution.
Oh, too many planes on me, I think. Planes and the anti-air. Yeah, when it's more than one of them on you, you know. But I think because this is so tough and so difficult to catch, they're finding it difficult taking it out, which has allowed the team to obtain the resources in the background to win. Because to be able to.
Victory is almost ours.
Cool. That it's so good that it takes the team time, the enemy team, resources to take it out. You're looking, you must have at least 3, maybe 4 planes focusing on taking it out because it's that good. Because the only ones that, if you're in a tight turn, the only ones that are going to be able to follow you are other planes with such good tight turns. But that's mitigated by by having 3 or 4 of you. So by tying up that many of your the opposing players in the opposing team, you can help your team to win. So we'll have a look at the result and see just how it did in a plane that's not fully 100% fully equipped.
Great job today. We'll be waiting for you back home.
And that's it. So 7,950 points in a plane that's not fully equipped, that I've never played before. So let's get back to the hangar and have a look at the overall position. But to come out with that straight off, without it being fully equipped, I'm made up about the choice of this line. It's really, really nice. 81,000 credits. Flying Warrior, Flying Start, and Support Fire. The Yak-19. Very, very nice. How did we do in comparison? Top on the team. You can't do that in a bad plane, and this is definitely not a bad plane, but you've got to be in the right position. If you're attacking somewhere or defending somewhere, you're going to be a nightmare for the opposing players. And this did better than anybody on both teams. So, what more can you say about the Yak-19? It does exactly what I want it to do. It's an absolutely amazing dogfighter. It really is. And this is going to lead up to an even better dogfighter at tier 10. The attacker that I've already got is the mid-range. And then at the upper end, you're either going to go for the more boom and zoom with, say, the higher level Japanese, which, if you follow up the Japanese line, follow up this here to the manoeuvrable ones, and then switch this way towards the J7W with 1600 altitude performance, interesting airspeed, and then but more so than that, you've got the Americans with the likes of the 90 with 862 speed, maneuverability not so good, but you get the top speed so you can travel from one place to another. And then the other side you have the Germans, various different ones, some very, very fast planes coming through. I know that's more manoeuvrable. That's more of an in-between. The HG-111, that's the sort I was looking for. So 804 kilometers an hour, maneuverability 15.4. So you can see that they all have their individual roles. So this is my mid-range, and now I've got this Russian line this Russian line, start that again, leading up to the Yak-19. And so far, let's have a look, see how they compare between the Tier 9 and the Tier 10 of what you get with the standard planes. So, survivability goes up by 50. The weight gains about 120 or something. The gun is identical. It's good enough on the Yak-19, apart from a bit of overheating. That's my only issue with it. But you can get round that. It's so good that it's not really a factor. So let's have a look. Airspeed goes up to 475, which is really nice. Stall speed, same at 160. Dive speed goes up by 30 to 950, which is really nice. Maneuverability is even better. Well, it says 1041 compared to 1034. So what you gain, controllability. Your gun is more accurate. Okay, so that in itself, working with these 23 mils is really nice. And you gain 100 meter altitude performance. So basically, it's the same plane with a little bit of a modification. So it's essentially, you get used to the Yak-19, and the Yak-30 is pretty much the same, only better. So, the Yak-19. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps, and that's what you can do with something that's not even fully upgraded, not got the full top engine, not got the top gun, hardly any equipment, and even with that, it's an absolutely amazing. Well, it was the best plane in. It did more damage and more points than anybody else in both of the two teams, and it's not even fully upgraded. This is a heck of a plane. So, I've got to say that this is at least a 4-star plane. Really, really good at dogfighting. It's got its niche, and it's very, very good at it. So thank you so much for watching. I'm the Gaming Bear, and this has been the Yak-19. See you guys. Bye.